Oh, my music's too loud. As usual. Oh. Alright, guys. Welcome to another stream. Another Blender Grease Monkey stream. So yeah, we're just starting here. It's 5:30 Eastern here on the East Coast. Feeling pretty good. It's pretty hot. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess, you know, the climate change, this is a sign of that, right? The fly in here. All right, so we're here doing the stream right now. We're looking at some, I have an extension on Chrome to look at ArtStation character design stuff. I like to see some art every time I open up a new tab. It's if I like to get distracted, it's nice to get distracted with some art and stuff. So that is a very good. Let me make sure my audio's good here. There. All right. Oh, that's a good one right there. Gary Chu. But yeah, we're just hanging out, we're gonna do like a couple minutes here, sitting, wondering about life. Like I said, it's a hot day, but things are going well. Already like that one. All right. I'm gonna make sure my Blender stuff is all set up before I switch over. All right. A little hot. Let me get a little sip of my coffee. It's a day-old coffee. Waiter! I'm just kidding. My wife was not happy about that. That's not a funny joke, guys. Do not joke about getting coffee from your wife. This is a good painting too. What is this? Look at that. It's pretty surreal. It's getting sucked out like aliens or something. Check, please. She's ignoring me now, but that's fine. Oh, this one has some good detail. Look at that dust on the pieces there. Let me make sure my stream's going well. Oh, look at that. Let's see how fast it is. Ah, it's about like 5-second delay. But the stream, excellent connection. Doing good here. Okay. All right, that's enough waiting here. Oops. There we go. I just realized I can do polls too on here. Didn't know that. All right. So 3D render. Okay, so let's get started here. I mean, if you don't mind getting me some coffee, I would love it if you could just check upstairs for me if it's hot or not. Do you want any of the flavoring in it? Do the one you didn't do. Pumpkin. Okay, I appreciate it, sweetheart. Thank you. All right, we've killed enough time. Let's get started here. Oh, that's a good one there. All right, switching over. Oh man, wasn't smooth. There we go. No. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right, here we are, guys. We're in Blender 2.93.2, and you know, 2.92, or sorry, 2.93. It's a good version, guys. 3.0 is coming out soon, right? I think so. Soon enough, right? All right. So we wanna make some force fields, some force fields. One second. Oh, look at that. In my chat, it's playing the song that's playing. That's fun. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Focus up. Gotta focus up here. Alright, so we're going to make some force fields, guys. And if we just type in... We go to Pinterest. Let's see what Pinterest tells us about force fields. And I like Pinterest. There's a lot of good reference stuff on there. Force fields. Let's just look at some general force field. Let's do our research here, guys. Let's dive in. Okay, let's see. We got force fields. All right, we got ones that are hexagonal. We got ones that are more like fractal, triangles and stuff. We got like this ripping, tearing, whatever version. That's pretty good too. I like it. More aquatic force field, energy. Should I put energy force field? I'm getting like some weird stuff here. Energy force fields. Okay. We're not getting any force fields at all, actually. Let's go to ArtStation. Let's see if ArtStation, if I type in force field, I get force fields. Force fields. Okay. Oh, look, there's someone that were already on Pinterest. So, oh, my microphone. I'm talking way closer to it. Maybe a little loud. Good morning from Tasmania, Susan. Good morning from Massachusetts. Good to see you here on another. For you, I guess it's Sunday, right? Yeah, for me, Saturday. Sunday morning for you. Yeah, here again. Bird, what is it? What is it uppeth? Good to see you guys, as usual. The OG crew here. If only we can hang out and have a beer and barbecue in real life. Too bad we have to be spread across the world. But soon, when Star Trek teleportation happens, we'll be the first ones to try it, I assume. Yes, Sunday here. Yeah. That's nice. Another Sunday morning for you. Another Saturday evening for me. And I believe Ferd, too. Another Saturday evening. Looking for some force field inspo. You know what I'm saying? Inspo. All the kids abbreviate stuff. Maybe we can find how movies do it. The Halo one, the hexagonal one, they're okay. I'm not sure if I like it. The one from what is this? Incredibles. Oh, I can't believe I forgot this movie. The one from Incredibles looking pretty cool. You know, it has like these like little speckles in it and stuff, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's see what another force field looks like. You know, the fractal ones are cool. Is there like force fields in movies? Yeah, okay, the one from the bad movie of Fantastic Four. That one's just kind of like a clear, foggy look, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think my least favorite is the hexagonal, broken up ones. I'm just not a fan of it. I think it's too busy. But I guess for like a sci-fi force field, that maybe it makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make sense to me. If you guys can think of any force fields. Skills, yes, we are doing force fields today. We're doing little inspo search for the force fields. I think I put the latency for the chat a lot quicker, so I should be like only a few seconds off from you guys typing up. Before, man, that was like a 15-second delay. It was like way too much. So hopefully this is short enough for that. Okay. What was I doing? Force fields. Do you guys know force fields? Do you know my friend Forcefield? Or do you... What are some force fields in movies? How about sci-fi? What if we type in sci-fi force field? Once again, the hexagonal stuff, don't like it. I kind of don't like it. Not a fan. Maybe dots. I could do dots, but not, I don't know, not that. I don't like it. There's the ones that look like electricity. This one looks like it has, oh, this has a hexagonal too, but it's much less like in your face. What is this? Okay. We're absorbing. This one looks interesting. Looks like a magic texture on it. Okay. All right, so overall, you know, these force fields are blue-ish for the most part. They have hexagons if they're from sci-fi. They're wavy, some simple wavy textures. Let's see this one. See, this one has like dots in it. Hexagons, waves. So we'll make something simple, and then I'm going to try a few different ways on how to make these force fields. And I think I'm going to do it, quote unquote, the wrong way, like two times before I start doing it like the more intense way, which is like going in there with the shaders and it being kind of advanced. I'm going to just try some techniques that I always want to use in Blender and see if it applies. I'm always disappointed because there's always a better way to do it than the way that I'm about to do it. But I think we're pretty good. These four, yeah. Like, oh, this one's pretty cool. Having the lines go across with little sparkles in it. This one looks like one of the shaders I made. This just looks like a bubble. You know, these look low quality. I cannot see them well. All right, we got these orbs here. We got the red one. We got the ones with the lines. So I like this. I think I'm getting it. Can you try fading out emissions, like making them transparent? Yes. Yes, skills. We'll be getting through with all the materials, building through, making them transparent. I think the goal, just so you guys know, the goal for this force field is I want to make it so when things hit it, it like makes like a little ripple effect. And then maybe when it breaks, it has a certain animation to it. That would be nice, right? That would be nice to do. So these are the force fields. I've got some inspo. We could start building this out. We're gonna do it like I said in the beginning, we're gonna do this the wrong way first. By wrong, I just mean a way that I don't think is gonna achieve the flexibility that I want. But these are definitely legitimate ways to do this if you need it. But when I build things, I like to build them so they are useful multiple times and customizable. I like to make my files free so people can have them and use them and stuff. So that's the case. So I'm gonna put instead of a point light, we're gonna do a sun lamp. We're gonna bring out the lamp here. Thank you so much. Shout outs to my wife for bringing me coffee. What a sweetheart she is. Keeping me energized. Cheers to everybody. The bean juice, the good old bean juice. Okay, anyway, so what was I doing? Okay, so let's move this forward. Oh my god, what am I doing? There we go. Let's rotate it on the Z. That's super bright. Let's make it like 10. And I just want like a general light. There we go. So let me try a couple things. So we obviously have a square, and obviously we can put a sphere here, easy, right? Make a UV sphere. and stuff. But, you know, let me go through some different ways to make a sphere. You can obviously use a square, make that a sphere. A shortcut for this, right, is if you do, I think, control and then 1, 2, or 3, I think you automatically put a subsurface modifier with the number of divisions already set. So control 3, see, boom, and it made my cube with a subsurf into a sphere. If you right click it, hit shade smooth, that's good. Sometimes you want to do this, right, because of texturing, right? So when let me make it flat. You see the pinching points are in these corners where the square are at, and it makes it easier to texture, especially when you can break this up into like a cube fashion. So that's good, right? And you can kind of still see that it's like a cube there, right? I don't know if this is good or not. So that's one way. Another way obviously is to get the sphere, but your texture gets pinched up here at the top. Sometimes if you're texturing your stuff, this is like a pain and you're trying to hide it. Usually if I'm doing an eyeball, I put the iris right there, the black part of the eye, so you can't even see the pinching of the texture and everything gets smooth. So obviously sphere there. And then this is a fun way to another different way to do it. You can actually go to, if you have the preferences, if you have the add-on extra, type in extra mesh objects, you can actually go to mesh and do what is called a round cube, right? And then you can go into the settings and essentially do the same thing that the subsurf division is doing, except I guess make it smoother. Like, I don't know, I'm just showing you a different way that you could do this with the corners, the edges, all linear. You can add some arcs in here, look. And then I go right click, hit smooth, and now let's look at them from the front. It looks like the one where I use a subsurf on the cube looks a little square. It doesn't look perfectly circular. The sphere obviously looks good, but you know, the top here, and the last sphere is an icosphere, and I always have trouble texturing. Oh, not that one. I always have trouble texturing an icosphere. It's great, I like it because it gets real like smooth. But look at this. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that. Look at all those. I don't know. It could be easy. It's only giving me heartache. So anyway, very long-winded intro there, but let's go back. And I'm gonna use this rounded cube that I got from the extras, just because it's nice and square, my texture's correct, and I'm just doing that for future proofing. What if I want to texture it later? Huh? What if I want to put a thing on it? Always try to keep your options open. Okay, so we got the cube, and we're gonna build out a simple shader. So let's do that. Oh, so I'm gonna use matte caps here. Okay, so let's do that. I have my shader graph already here. Let's get the material. We'll do material here. We'll type in Forcefield. Beautiful stuff. Almost cursed. Forcefield. Spitfire said FX shaders for the win. Your previous ones have been saving my butt again. Yes. That's what's great to hear. It's great to hear, Spitfire. And also welcome. Glad you're here. But yes, FX shaders are a lot of fun to make, and I know that they can be a bit of a heartache for people, so I'm glad that I'm making them now. Okay, so let's make a simple one, guys. Doesn't have to be crazy, okay? So we'll do a material. We will get a mix shader, so shift A. We'll do a shader, mix shader. Another cool thing you can do when you go shift A and you go to shaders, every letter picks something. So if I hit M, it picks the mix shader. So sometimes it could be easy. You can just go there, type in M. You don't even have to go and click on it. It's kind of like a shortcut. They don't really tell you about it. Oh, I see. So if you're looking at the names of the shaders, you'll see that some of the shaders have a certain letter underlined. So here, add shader has the A underline. D has the D underline. M has the mix shader has M underline. H. An interesting one here would be like subsurface, which is U, is underlined. O, I'm gonna assume that that's the letter that you press, so it can automatically click it. And I assume that applies to everything here. And what's interesting is I never even thought or noticed that little underline around the letters. So definitely that's the shortcut. So A is gonna do add shader. There it is, add shader. Anyway, just something to note that I forget to mention, and I even forget to use. Like, you know. Anyway, we're gonna do a mix shader, easy stuff, and then we're gonna do emissions. So Shift A, shader. My emissions has an E, so I'll press E, piece of cake. All right, great stuff. And then we'll do a transparent shader. So shader, translucent, and then transparent, which is N. So let's do it again. Shift A, and then N. No. So T, N. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. Oh, so that's how you can do it. So Shift A, shaders is H, and then N is transparent. Look how fast you could do that. So Shift A, HN. Boom, transparent. Let's do it one more time. Shift A, HN. Bam. That's some speed. That's some speed you can gain there. Okay, transparent, and then we're gonna do a Fresnel. So we'll go and we will do input for Fresnel. There we go. And then since we're in Eevee, we gotta remember that in the settings we have to do alpha blend. Shadow mode, don't worry about that. And I see that it's probably in reverse, so let's reverse T, so transparent on top. All right, there it is. There it is. So we can have some more control over this. I'm gonna go and add in a color ramp. So if I'm seeing this, it's N for converter. And then color ramp O. So NO is my color ramp, right? Shift A, NO. Bam. That's some stuff right there, guys. A2. Yes. A2 says I actually watched a previous tutorial you did on this. Yes. So right now we're just going through. This is like when I do these live streams, I'm just kind of doing it for anybody to ask questions along the way or anything like that. But I'm gonna take this further than the tutorial. I'm gonna make it interactive. And by interactive, sorry, I'm gonna make the force field so when you hit it, it gets a ripple, or when you hit it, maybe there's an animation that it breaks, you know, apart and stuff. So yeah, so this first half, you can look at my previous videos. I make it, piece of cake. Definitely check that out. But we're gonna take it a little further here. B-spline. Let's do ease. Is ease good? I usually like B-spline though. Alright, we'll just do linear. And then we will change the black to maybe like a gray color or whatever. This isn't looking fun, right? So let's make it blue. Now let's make it purple. I want a purple force field. Everybody does blue. Under the research, everybody's doing that blue stuff. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, so obviously this is looking subpar. Let's take a few things off here. I'm gonna take off text info, floor, XY. And then I should add like a background or something, but here we go. Don't forget to go in here, add bloom, and under your emissions, crank that up. There we go. We got bright force field here. Let's add some characters. Susan said blue rules. All right. For Susan, I'm gonna dip it a little bit into the blue here. There we go. We'll do blue purple. We'll do that color that everybody argues whether it's blue or purple. Like, I don't know, right here. I think some people can see this as purple, or some people will see it as blue. We don't know. We'll leave it right here. We'll let the fight ensue in the chat. Looks blue, maybe purple. Also, I always do this. So I always do Fresnel, but I always like to use layer weight with the Fresnel, and I forget what the difference is. But I always do this. Let's just get it right to the edge. Lavender. Could get all Martha Stewart on you. Yes, I guess it's lavender. Magenta? No, I'm just kidding. All right. And all I'm doing is with the color ramp, I'm adjusting it so I have some control here. And there we go. So there's something. Oh my God, I ruined it. There it is. 0.01. We're getting closer. Maybe 0.02. 0.02. Maybe 0.03. I was at 0.04. Okay, cool. So we're at a nice level here. To make this brighter, obviously we can just shine it up. What I want to add to this, is, you know, maybe it's not gonna look good. Let's add some reflection to it. So let me organize this, erase this. We'll line this up real pretty like. I really appreciate the custom properties you put in the shader release. Makes it so easy to control. Oh man, once I learned how to do the custom properties, I remember for a long time I didn't understand what custom properties were. And I did a lot of Googling and searching. I still didn't get it, and then finally it clicked, and I'm so happy it did because it's so useful. Like it's the most useful ever. Don't have to dig into this web that I make or anybody makes, this web of like tools and stuff. To just change some common settings. And also, if you don't understand what's happening in this web, it's so easy to break it. So all right, so let's add some reflections. Let's do glossy shader. We'll do another mix shader. We'll add in the glossy. All right. It's a very interesting situation that's happening here. All right. So this glossy, I could change it into a different color. And we can make it a little bright there. And maybe, what if I use the same Fresnel on here with that? Interesting. Let's try and make a custom one. Let's do Fresnel here. All right, let's try inverting this. What's interesting is like this weird texture thing that's happening here. And I think it has to do with it being a rounded cube. Let's see if I go into the details here. No, the mesh, vertex, nope. Normals, auto smooth, no. Let's see if this happens with a normal sphere. This is a weird effect here that's happening. I wish I can really see what's happening here. Let's see. Does it have to do with my settings here? Let's see. Show back face. I guess show back face, but I kind of do want to show the back face. We're going to turn it off for now, but let me see if it does it with like a normal UV sphere. So we'll do the UV sphere. We'll shade it smooth, and we'll add the effect. It does it too. It looks like it like shows the seam on the other end or something. And it's so weird. You can see it there cutting through. All right, so for right now, we're gonna take it off. And I'm gonna put something in here. Let's see. The monkey. Let's put the monkey in here. And it looks like you can't even see the monkey. And I want to know if I can control that. Okay, so dark. And I wonder if I show back face, does that change it? No, yeah, it kind of does. Okay, cool. All right, so just so I can have a reflection here, I'm curious what it looks like with a different environment map. So let's choose the world settings, go to color, environment map, texture, boom, open. And I have a bunch in my drive here. Assets, HDRI. You can get them from HDRI Haven. I downloaded a bunch of them. But you could definitely get it here. Let's do like one on the outside. Like we're just out in trees and stuff. And I'm also going to make it transparent so you can't see it. So we'll go to this render setting here. No, printer. Man, I always forget where this thing is at. Is it here? Is under performance? Color management? No, man, where is this? Oh, let me change this to standard. There we go. Okay, so I always forget where the transparent thing is, and I'm like digging through these menus. It's not performance, it's not hair, it's not shadow, it's not indirect lighting. Film, it's under film, which is a weird place to do it. But anyway, I put the film there. There we go. And the environment map is now lighting up the monkeys. So there we go. We'll do it at a small pace here. There we go. Okay, we'll go back to our shader. And then we can control the glossiness. And this is how we can add in that extra panache to this force field here. Okay. Okay, so I can obviously keep going and like add in like a wavy texture and do all that stuff. You could just download the shaders that I've made before. This is just kind of like a basic setup. So let's start doing the things that I want to do the wrong way. Let me make sure that I have things in the right collection. So new collections, we'll call this utility. This is where I keep my lights and my camera. And then we will put in we'll name this collection Forcefields, and then we'll put the monkey into, I don't know, characters, whatever. Just put things in collections. It's helpful. I'm gonna color them. So Forcefields is gonna be this lavender color. Utilities, I'll make it green, and my characters, I'll make them yellow. Nope. Orange. There we go. Make your outline pretty, guys. All right, so let's do it. Keep repeating myself. Let's do an effect using what is this thing called? Hold on, let me see what it's called first before I start talking. What the hell was I doing? What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? But it's the paint. Mesh paint? Texture paint. Is it under here? No, it's called dynamic paint. So I'm going to try using dynamic paint to see if I can get a cool effect and maybe make a tool out of that. Hold on, I'm going to put up my hair. It's really hot, guys. It's hard having long hair in the heat. Okay, so let's do something with texture paint, guys, and we're gonna call this force field. Forgot to do that. .000. There we go. I always have trouble spelling force field, I before E and stuff, right? All right, so let's put a dynamic paint on the orb here, and that's over here in, what is this called? Physics properties, dynamic paint. We'll call this a canvas. We'll add a canvas, and I'm gonna stumble through this because I haven't used this in a while, but I've been wanting to use it for a long time. I like it. Okay, so we'll do dynamic paints. We'll do vertex. It's called the surface. The output, I want it to be going out to DP paint map and wet map. We're gonna do both, so add the little plus sign. So now what this does is that it's adding in this property a property, and the property is this paint, right? And you'll see what I mean here. Hopefully this makes sense. I'll probably re-explain it at the end. Anyway, so I got the surface. This is our canvas. That is what I want it to paint on. But maybe I don't want it to paint. What I want it to do is I want it to do a weight map. There it is. Vertex group weight. So once I change it to weight, now we have DP weight here. Change it to weight. And maybe I could start showing you what that even means. All right. So I'm going to make a new collection, and we're going to call it brush. And these are just the objects that are going to affect. They're going to affect the material, the shader here. It's going to create the effect. So we'll call this brush. We'll name it white. We'll add in a brush of, I don't know, an icosphere. We'll add in an extra dimension to it. We'll hit it smooth. It's in there. We will make it smaller. We'll bring it out to the top so we can see it. Grab to the top. There we go. All right, so we have our paintbrush here and our canvas, which is a force field, right? So we also have to add the dynamic paint to the paintbrush. So we'll do physics properties, dynamic paint, and we'll call it a brush. Add brush. Paint color. I don't think the paint color matters because we're doing it as a weight. So should be fine. So now I'm going to go to see what's even happening here. I'm going to go to the weight painting. And then go into the solid view. So blue in this context means off. So if what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the sphere go up and down, right? So I'm going to do a little, you know, a little programming here. It's not programming, a little script here, I should say. And move the icosphere up and down. So right now it's at 1.5, let's just say. We'll hit the pound sign. We'll hit frame. Now it's just gonna go up infinitely. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in the word sign and then in frame. Now you can see it's going up and down really quickly. We're gonna add 1.5 to it. There we go. So now it's going up too fast. Let's divide it, right? You know, when I do this stuff, I know it can go over people's heads. I get it. So let's do it quickly. Let's get out of here. There we go. Now we're nice and slow. Let's do 10. Maybe 10's better. I just want to be able to see what is happening when I'm doing the weight map. Okay, so we got our brush going up and down. We go to our weight map, and we can see that it just colored the top. And it colors the top, and then it stays colored, right? So our weight kind of stays there. Let's see if we can make our weight. Yo, I should probably change this into the weight. Can this be in the weight map? Oh no, it changes all the windows. I wish we could just keep one in one mode and keep another window in another mode. That would be super helpful. Anyway, so let's make it fade. There should be a fade option here. Dissolve, it's what it's called. So we'll hit dissolve. We'll dissolve it in like what, 550? Slow. Now let's see what that looks like. Weight paint. You see how it's like fading away, and it's fading away pretty quickly, and we'll control it with the time here, right? So now we're going to use this information. Hopefully, we're going to use this information to affect the modifiers and affect the material. I'm pretty sure we can do this. If not, we're going to have to do it a different way, which is fine. Okay, so go back to our shader. And do we have an input attribute? We do. Yeah, we got vertex color, wireframe. We may have to do this with vertex color, but let's just do it with the weight. Let's just continue doing it the wrong way. We'll get it the right way. I think we could do this. Can I just type in DP weight on here and it be a thing? All right, let's see. Let's go here. Let's add just an emission shader. This is how we're going to test it. We'll put it into the color here, and then we're going to see what this looks like. Okay. Does not look like it is affecting it the way that I think it is. Type object. Is it factor? Alpha. Anyway, never mind. This is fine. We'll go back. We'll go to surface type. We'll do paint instead. We'll do the brush collection. And then for the brush, we'll make it black. Mesh volume. And then now let's see what's happening. Nothing. So let's keep going. Let's do input vertex color. And the vertex color we have is the paint map, which is what we have here. And now it should work. Every time I want to use this, it just never gives it to me. How about wet map? There it is. There's our wet map. But where's our dissolve? All right, so let's start it over. Does it just paint it on and it doesn't go away? All right. Can we dissolve it quicker? Can we invert this? Let's see. Invert. Try turning emission strength back to 1. Let's do it. Okay. Jules, thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, it seems like it's not dissolving. Hold on. It just stays on there. It should dissolve pretty quickly. Is it the paint? So the paint map is definitely not working here. Let's do our brush. Our brush has a wetness. Maybe it has to paint white. There it is. But now it's like too fast. All right, so this is an interesting effect that I'm about to abandon. Okay, so just so you know, guys know where I was going with this. So we have this effect going on. We'll put back our force field up here, right? And then it was supposed to do a mix shader into a transparent shader, right? Transparent. Bow, bow, bow. We'll put the mix shader in the top here, and then see if that affects the way that I want it. Put it into color, and we'll go to the top. So it kind of does like an interesting effect where like it opens up. But I think the issue I'm having with this, like let's say we made this bigger, right? And then we made this, can we make this invisible? So my issue with this is like the shape is determined by the geometry, and that's not good. I don't want to like sit here and like crank this up to like a million subdivisions for it to work. But it is an interesting effect that it has here, right? So let's not do it this way, but I am gonna keep this canvas dynamic paint thing going on. Because what I'm gonna do is, let me erase all this. Ooh, because what I'm gonna do is I am gonna bring it back to weight maps. So bring that, we'll do weights. Weight map. If we go to our weighted thing, we'll see that it gets in there. If we look at it here, you see that it is painted. We have influence, radius. All right, if we go to our brush. Let's go to our brush. It can go mesh volume, proximity. Mesh volume and proximity. Does that look okay? Let's see. All right. So this is an interesting thing, right? Because then if we had let's go back to the force field. If we had a modifier like there should be one that would be fun to use. Let's see. Generate, modify, blah, blah, blah. Bevel, maybe decimate. Boolean, decimate, mask. Let's try mask. We'll do DP weight here and we'll reverse it. So you see, this is interesting, right? And this is all taking, you know, coming from the dynamic paint and stuff. So if we were to make this stop moving, so let's erase this driver, delete single driver. Yeah, we can see that we can affect this, right? We can grab this and it is not being affected. Oh, it has to keep going. Okay, so we'll hit play and there we go. So, you know, we can definitely control like the force field. Once again, this is like, I don't know, determined by the look of it, like that jagged edge stuff, you know, is really being determined by the geometry. And I guess we can hit, we could throw in a smooth on there. Let's see, smooth, and then we crank this up. I don't know, that looks like ugly as, you know, that looks disgusting. What if we put it only on the edges that we're affecting? I guess we can make it all jagged. Like, let's see what that looks like, right? Like, ah! It's an interesting glitchy effect, right? Like, it's like way too much though. What if we did it to? What if we did a different one? A smooth corrective. Would that work? Does that look good? Nothing is changing here. Maybe it's not smooth corrective. How about smooth Laplacian? Repeat it a few times. Once again, I think it looks okay. Right, so we're gonna try it strictly through the shader. I just wanted to throw this in here in case y'all didn't know about this dynamic paint stuff. But we're gonna do it better. Let's see. All right. Is there any other ones we can do? Like, is displays cool? Oh no, wrong one. Is displays cool? Displays. Let's look at it again. And I've done this before, guys. I'm just curious about the look real quick. Meh. Meh. Alright, let's go through the shaders. This was fun. Experiment. It's good to have. It's good that it's here. But let's do this strictly through the shader. Okay, let's go back. And I need some space for this shader stuff. So let's start playing around. This is where we're gonna stumble through, guys. So we're gonna stumble through it. Unrehearse a little bit. But we're gonna have to solve these issues. Okay. So we're going. Let's do some organization here. We got our mix shader. We don't need this. Transparent shader. All right, good stuff. What I need to do is so I'm gonna get my rain shader, which you guys can download on my Gumroad, but I'm gonna save this, what I have right here, and I'm gonna see about copying that shader and then bringing it in here. Forcefield, because there's something I did in there that will be useful here, and it's specifically the round splashy splashes, right? So let's open those suckers up. Blend of material. Energy, beam, rain material. So I'm just gonna append it into this file. So let me make sure everything's organized here. Everything's looking pretty. We got all our colors and stuff. And then I'm gonna append it. So hit append, and what I'm doing is I'm just gonna be grabbing the assets that are in here in my rain material. I'm just gonna grab the objects, or is it mesh? You know, objects. Let's put this into a line here. So I don't need the splashes. I need the rain ripples. And this is what I'm gonna steal from. So the rain ripples is what I need. So if I see this, okay, it's exactly what I need right now. I have two of them. So where are these guys? So since I can't see them in my outline, if you use the period key on your numpad, you'll immediately jump to it. I'm gonna move these two rain to its own collection. So collection, you know, rain ripple. Very cool. And we're gonna erase this brush real quick. There we go. All right. So let's see how we can incorporate this circular splash attack into it. So there's two of them here. Let me see what the differences are. Let's turn off all my collections except rain. And I don't know what the difference is. Let's see. They look the same. So I'm going to erase one. We'll do that one. We'll bring this back to the middle here. Once again, if you want this, it's on my Gumroad. It's the rain shaders. You can break them apart. Look at them. But I want to include this type of ripple effect, like on the force field that we have. So, on this force field. And let's look at the shader. Looks intense. So let me organize this real quick. In the meantime, if you're eating something, tell me what you're eating. What are you watching? What are you working on? I'm just gonna organize this right quick. We're gonna use a lot of reroutes here. Make this easy. Oops. I think I could just do it with. There we go. Grab out. Like this. Bring this out like that. All I'm doing is organizing. It's very important to organize these, or at least if it is for me. Because I do like for people to learn from them, and I give these out, so it's nice to have everything organized in a way where it makes sense. Scale 0. Scale Y 0. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. All I'm using is Node Wrangler. There we go. Bringing it out. This is bringing it out here. You know, I don't know if it like, oops. I don't know what's happening there. All right, connecting them through, blah, blah, blah. So that's going through. This is making sense. We'll bring in the add shader above. To line them up, you can just like select them all. Hit scale, hit 0, and then X. 0, scale 0, Y. Maybe not Y. And you can just bring these up on the X. No, on the Y. Grabbing the Y. There we go. We'll just do some reroutes. Sorry, I'm doing some maintenance here, guys. Hello, Evelyn. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Hope you're enjoying the sound of my voice. All right. Still organizing. We're gonna make sense of this stuff right now. See, this is already. It's already a mess. It's a messy. It's messy. Okay, we'll bring it down. Got this value here. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Look at this web. Who wants to go through this? Who wants to go through the heartache of going through and reading this? But you know, I do. That's why I did it. But I can understand why you don't. Why somebody wouldn't. Go. Put this in here. All right. Once again, bringing the reroutes here, building it out, and then we'll start breaking this shader down so it makes sense, and then we'll incorporate it. Here we go. I think these guys can go up top. Very sorry for this boring stuff. Sometimes this stuff is just, I guess, is what it is, huh? Like I said, if you guys want to small talk me, tell me what you guys are working on. As I slowly make sense of this. All right, there we go. Bring this out here. Bring it up. There we go. Take out the loose points. Almost done, guys. We're almost through the heartache. The heartache and the pain. I guess I'll small talk here. You know, a movie I want to watch? Suicide Squad. Should be on HBO, right? I should be able to watch that. Very excited for that movie. I think it looks like a lot of fun. So hopefully it pays its justice. Also want to watch Don't Breathe too. That looks like a fun movie. Especially from, I like the first one, so. You know, hopefully it's a good. Okay. I'm gonna save that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's break down this shader to its components. So we have a transparency part. And actually, I'm going to break it down for myself, guys. So if you don't understand, I'm sorry. All right, we're going to break it down to the transparency. Good. Oh, yeah, we got transparency here. We got an emissions. This is how we change the color of. So if we look at the material, I think I added some custom properties here. I did. We could change the color. So we'll change it to be like a lighter blue. We can also bring the emission up. That's pretty cool. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Looks cartoony. All right, we got the add, blah, blah, blah. We got the wave texture. This is how we're making the ripple wave. And then we are masking it with another circle. Yeah, this stuff is like insane. I can't believe I make it. I understand it when I made it, and then I don't understand it after. Are there notes? Are there annotations that I can write in the shader graph? Because that's what I should be doing. Okay, so let's break down these things into some individual components here. We're gonna try and incorporate it to the force field. So I think okay. I think I can add the ripple masking effect here. So let me do that. I'm going to need everything that's connected to this factor. So I'm going to connect it through. I'm going to just see what we get here. That one, that one, that one. Oh my God, this is insane. This one. All right, so from the beginning. All right, so if I copy that, go into my force field. Let's see if I can just copy and paste it in, right? Could it be that easy? Okay, I forgot some things. I forgot all my connections here. There we go. I think I got them all now. Control copy. Go here, we'll paste it. I go my force fields. Okay, I'm missing something here. There we go. Copy and paste. We're gonna erase all this and copy and paste it again. And I think I have it. This is it. This is the chunk that I need, that I will now mix with the rest of it here. So let's put this onto this factor. And let's see what it gives me. Okay. This whole mess right here. Now let's see. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so that's what's happening here. So let's see. What is... Oh, it's just frame. Okay, so we'll go here, we'll put a driver, we'll put the frame. All right, so we got like this like little warpy effect here, which is kind of interesting, but we're using it on the glossy, not where we want it. Let's put it somewhere else. But I do have an effect going on that's kind of interesting. Let's go to the beginning. What if... We'll take it off for right now. What if this was an emission? So we're going to change this to emissions. Right. And now we'll add it to the factor here. Maybe we need to inverse it. So we'll go to color invert. All right. This is an interesting thing we got going on here. Now, and let me move this stuff too. Move this down. Okay. Can we rotate this around? Can we rotate it around? It would be in one of these texture maps. Which is working well. The only issue here... Do I need to rotate the orb? Okay. And if I rotated any of this stuff, let's see. Where's this all rotating? I think an issue that's coming up right now is the topology of this orb. So let me make sure that this orb, see if we did it on another orb, what it would look like. All right, let's do a UV sphere. Let's just make it smooth and add the material to it. Bring it over. And we will go to the first one, make it .000. And we will add the second one. We will add the little, I think, yeah, this sign there. We'll make it 001. So I can edit this, not affect my original, because that would be terrible. All right, so let's see. It's definitely not. Definitely affecting it in a way that I'm not understanding. I'm just messing with DAOs for right now. Susan says, that's cool. Thank you. As I sit here talking to myself, I think I'm deep in a well of my self-doubt. Okay, let's reverse this. So instead of adding it to the shader itself, let's see if we can make a system where we can make this ripple like happen wherever we want on the orb. Okay, so right now this orb, it is flat and it's only on one, how should I say, it's one face, it's 4 vertices. Like, this looks pretty cool, right? But could I make it appear on it, right? So I'm going to scale it down. And what's interesting, if you scale in the edit mode, it's not what I want. I think I need to scale it just on the normal mode here. So right now we are scaling it up. Okay, so one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna subdivide it. So let's just subdivide this thing, subdivide. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 3 times? 4 times? Subdivided 3 or 4 times. And then we're gonna try and do it with the modifier. Let's do modifier shrink wrap. Shrink wrap's a fun one. Have y'all shrink wrapped before? I hate when I'm shrink wrapping something and it just sticks itself, and then you just waste a bunch of shrink wrap and you're just knee deep in shrink wrap carrots. So we got shrink wrap, and the target is going to be Forcefield. And it sticks on there, right? On the surface, outside. Nope, should be on the surface. Outside surface, above surface, on surface. Anyway, we're gonna offset it. And it does happen pretty often. So I guess if we had a rain ripple, right, and then we duplicated it, and then we rotated it. Oh no, and we moved it around. Okay, I don't like how this is like really warping. Okay, so we're gonna do it a different way. Shrink wrap is cool, guys. I like shrimp. I like shrimp. Shrimp. I like shrink wrap. But instead of shrink wrap, let's not do shrink wrap. Let's do this one. Let's do cast. We'll cast it into a sphere. Oh, this is not gonna work, is it? This is not gonna work the way I want it to. I don't want it to do that. Be that way. Size from rate. Can we do it from Forcefield? There it is. So from Forcefield. Okay. And I'm gonna bring it in closer. I'm gonna shrink it up. Bring it out. Okay. I wonder if I change the. If I changed its origin, so let's change the origin to the 3D cursor. All right, so let's see. Let's duplicate it. Let's rotate it. Duplicate it. Rotate it. Duplicate it. Rotate it. Okay, we're getting a couple steps closer here. I think the issue for me, though, obviously you probably see it too, is that the multiple ones, they all happen at the same time. Let me see how close I can get this. To the right. Let's get it real close. Like right there. You can really warp this. All right. Maybe just one. 0 radius. 0 size. There we go. Grab closer, or grabbing the Y. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out the issue. Okay, let me figure out this issue actually. Let me make a empty. I'm gonna put it in the center here. So let's do an empty. We'll do a circular one, a sphere. You guys can't see it. It's under extras, text. Actually, why can't I see this? Oh. I'm gonna make it a little bigger just so we see it. There it is. I think we can actually make these different colors, right? Can we? Display. Or is it under here? Mesh. I thought we could change empties to a different color. Maybe we can't. Visibility. Viewport display. Bounding box. In front. Axis. Name? No. Visibility? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just... Maybe I wish that was in here. Okay, and we're gonna parent the ripple to this one here. So we'll call it hit We will parent it by just hitting shift, select, hit P, object. Object. Ah, now we got our empty, and we can rotate this around. And we can control much better. We can even make it bigger or smaller and stuff, so. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. So is there any way to now delay this? Let's see. Let's add some different expressions here. So instead of this, we'll add in a sign. Sign. That's interesting, right? Divided by 10. So this is real slow. How about we times it, right, by 5? Super fast. By 2. By 1. Okay, maybe it's just, maybe it should just be frame. All right, let's see if we can add. We're gonna add in, this may be a little advanced, but we're just gonna add some stuff here. We're gonna add a random number to the value. Okay. This is kind of getting to it being how I want it here. Right, so if I keep going through the 3D cursor here, hold on, 3D cursor, okay. And I keep, let me delete this one, but let me get this one, rotate it. Can you add notes or annotations to these nodes? Jim P Animation, thank you for being here. So yes, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, these get kind of complicated, and even though right now I'm just doing this live, this isn't like a straight tutorial and stuff. I was wondering that too, you know. I'm gonna see if I can do bounding box. Oops. Can I scale these to a different size? So yeah, let's see if there's annotations. Are there annotations? Can I do that? Let's see. Layout, template, group, scripts. I guess I could like make a script, right? And just write my notes in there. No, that's not gonna be pretty though. So I don't think so. Maybe there's like an add-on for it. All right, so all right, so let me do this. I'm gonna erase all these. Bring this one. Make sure that my modifiers off for a second here. I'm gonna move its origin to the geometry. And then bring these back on. so I can scale these. So when I duplicate them and I rotate around the 3D cursor,
In a writer,
I
I'm
can.
looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. You know, who brings the heart, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table, so that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
Oh man, let's rotate on. Oh my god, rotate on the 3D cursor. We'll make these smaller. I think I want to make it so it has like a shape key so we can control the size. I feel like switching between these these origin points are not doing anybody any good.
You know, just like that's how it came out. And okay, great. Now let's make it better. But you know, just writing from a place of understanding rather than from a place of fear, where you're just grateful for any idea that comes along.
So this looks like a force field that's being hit. Hold on. Let me do it in the camera. We're gonna put it up to this corner here.
It's not about the ideas, it's about how you support the ideas.
There you go. Yeah. Yes. It's like shooting a force field, right? That's kind of the effect that I want. What's interesting here to me is, could I make these slightly different colors? So let's go back. Let's add it. Nah, let's just wait for that. So my first issue here is that I guess the scale needs to be better. So let's see if we can create on the first one something where we can easily scale it. Because I think if we scale it with a shape key, it's not going to work because of the material is based off the size of it. So let's see what we can do here. Can we control... Okay, let's try one thing. Let's try and see if we can control it with particles. Let's just explore. We'll do a particle system. We will emit. We don't want it to emit that way. We want it to have no gravity, so let's take off gravity. Field weights, take off gravity. All right, they're being shot off. We don't want them to have any velocity, so we'll put 0 velocity. All right, there we go. So they're being generated there. Let's say it ends at 300, so they'll be continue to generate. We'll create 20. Um, you know, maybe 50. About 100. Okay, and let's see what it looks like now. By making it not Halo, we'll do it from an object, and we'll do the object is range 001. Object rotation. And we'll see what this looks like real quick. Rotation. Forgot to put that on. And I think it's normals. Normal tangent. Take object scale off. We'll make it 1:1. This kind of looks crazy. This kind of looks like a bunch of slashes. See how much you could do with just like this ripple effect with like some particles and stuff? Do quite a lot. I set the size randomness a little higher, 0.5, so it's a little different. What's getting to me right now is this rotation thing. I thought I had it. I've done it before. Let me see my thing here. I don't even know what happened here. My rotation. Normal. Oh my god, I think I may have to watch my own tutorial to remember what I did. 1 second. Alright, so let's look at my own tutorial. YouTubies. Okay, we're going to my rain tutorial, guys. So I think I figured it out there. Alright, let's I'm not gonna put the audio. I think I'm just gonna watch myself do it. Hold on. Blah blah blah. What did I do here? Okay, just skimming through it. Check out that tutorial if you guys want to do some rain. Dylan Rush says that looks dope. Thank you, Dylan. Jiraj, good to see ya. Good to see ya. All right, let's do this again. One more. Let's do a particle. Oh no, let's go back. I don't want to set those settings again. Rotation. None. All right, let's go back to where it looked better. There we go. So it's the issue that maybe there's like a modifier on this. Let's see. Well, this is an interesting effect. Looks like a bunch of energy going through. It looks kind of insane. All right, let's put the factor down. Good afternoon, evening, everything. Looks cool. Thank you, Jirash. I'm trying to figure out some stuff with force fields. Trying to make it look like somebody's shooting at it. Like, wait, like this. Ta-da! We're shooting at it. We're shooting in the force field. Okay. Kind of anime effect where it throws punches. Yeah, right? Or like, I thought about like slashes and stuff. It looks good though. It looks good. I'm enjoying it. I was wondering if my issue though is this rotation. Like if it was 0 and 0 and no cast. We'll go back to this particles rotations. This stuff is just looking insane the more I screw it up. All right, let's take off the particle system for now. Shooting is more accurate, by the way. Hey everyone, Jirash, how's it going? How's your animation going? How's your work? How tis it? How tis the work? Okay, let me see something here. I'm gonna take all these off. Let's see if I can append the whole particle system here. Hold on. Particle settings, splash. Let's see if we could just add the splash one on here. It is not even working. Not even. Okay, there we go. What, do I have to like make this bigger or something? I do. That shit looks insane. Okay, so what I'm doing is it's normal. We'll take off rotate scale and we'll scale it up. I'd say pretty good. Animation is basically done. Still some coloring left to do. On Monday, I'll meet with the sound designer to go over the sounds, and I still have plenty of work to do to spice things up or to spice the look of it. Well, at least as much as I can. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're making some headway on that animation. Very good. Which reminds me, the mask problem. Oh yeah, I answered. I don't think there's a way to mask it in the shader. You can paint it though. Is there something wrong with painting that crack? Oh my god, this is like insane looking. could I change the rotation here? Slash attack. Okay. Which reminds me of the mass bubble. I can't believe it's impossible to extend it. I wanted to avoid making new textures for that. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to extend it in like a different program. I don't think Blender has it. And plus, the way that it'll, when you say extend, you just mean stretch out. Like, yeah. For half circles, we're gonna wait on half circles for right now. I had so much trouble doing the circles here. But that's definitely part of it, because then it could be a slash, right? If we do the half circles. Slash attack. Almost exactly what Erode node did. Well, so what? And Erode kind of makes it look ugly, though, right? Don't you think? But yeah, that didn't look too good. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, like, you know, for it to extend it, I guess the computer's not gonna know where to extend it, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take away all this, and we're gonna put the rain back in here, guys. We're gonna bring this up, bring the rain, do this. There's our force field right now, looking dandy. We'll bring our force field brightness up, you know, make it look intense, right? Right, boom, there it is. It's glowing. We're gonna use my rain. We're gonna append it. Let's append the objects. I'm gonna put the whole thing in here. And we're gonna erase some stuff here. Right. Oh, we're not gonna erase that. All right, maybe we imported so much. Okay, let's do it again. Append. I'm gonna put it append the collections. I'm gonna append them in here. Okay. Okay, we're getting closer to what I want to do here. Erase this. Erase the rain. Erase the ground. Okay. Now I want to see if I can get this particle system. Josh says, if there was a gradient along the edges, I guess it would work, but that's kind of troublesome. Yep. Oh, yeah. I wanted to ask you about normal maps. Is there a nice way to get them from procedural textures? Yes. Yes. You have to use a bump map for that. And I will take a detour and I'll show you that right now. I'm going to get through this because I think that's a good one to show on stream here. That particular thing. So let me get my splash system in here. Let me get rid of my splash objects. Nope. Ripple. Nope. This splash is so huge here. All right, so let's. I was trying to steal. This a lot. It became a lot harder than I wanted it to. I wanted just to steal the particle system from the rain that I made, so I could put it onto the orb and then just substitute it to make it look like hits on the force field. And I think I could do it. I'm just. I'm just shy of doing it. There it is. Okay. So what I want to do is bring this, figure out where this is at, and make this not visible.
Television advertisements. I think "Eat Fresh" is a great slogan. They managed to convince an entire continent, if not the globe, that eating a foot of bread was somehow good for you.
All right, still looking to deactivate some stuff here. Almost there. Oh my god, where is this guy? There he is. Okay, okay. Okay. And then we're going to get this object here, Rain Ripple 001. Which is this guy here. We'll change the color and the thing here, right? There it is. We'll do the blue. We'll also make it super vibrant. We'll make it back invisible. Okay. And then we will take the particle system, make it bigger. Blah, blah. But we'll make less particles. Let's do like maybe like 500. Great, great. And then we're gonna do vertex groups here. Nope, vertex groups. The density, I want to pick like just this side here. We'll make a vertex group out of it. And then we'll pick that in the particles. Density. It's a little bit of flickering in there. But we're getting closer to this. Closer to what I want to be achieving here. By the way, delay is amazing today. Is there like no or almost none? It's less than 10 seconds. Yeah, I think it's the delay is about 5 seconds. I put it on ultra low. There was a setting that I can put it so the delay is really low because I know that the delay is a hassle. So let's go through what you want. You want to get normal map stuff, right? Let's see. Let's see what you're asking here. All right, we're gonna make a new scene and we're gonna do it. Absolutely new scene here. I'm gonna save. We're gonna go back to the original scene. We'll take a little detour for Jiraj's question, which is, if I'm reading your question here, Is there a nice way? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about normal maps. Is there a nice way to get them from procedural textures? Great. Okay. So let's start off with a plane and let's just play around and figure out what you're asking. So assuming you want a normal map, assuming you want normal maps and you want to get them from textures procedurally, right? I think this is what you're asking. So I'm going to make it now. So I'm going to make a sun lamp. Appa. We'll go into render mode here. I'm going to make it a mesh. We'll bring it up. I'll actually bring this camera upwards and then rotate it down on the X. But you'll see it here on the right side. We'll make sure this is rendered mode here. It's a little bright. We will add the material, and let's just make the material here. I like to work with this material shader here. We'll put the material there, and let's add some sort of texture on here. So we'll do a texture that comes with. We'll do a magic one, and then we'll work our way through. Right. So we got the base. It's a magic texture. This sun is probably too bright right now. Let's put it down to like 10. Okay, we can now see what we're doing here, and then I'm gonna put an orb here just for reference. We'll do a UV sphere. We will shade it. We will bring it up. There we go. And then we will do a cube as well. We'll bring this up 1. Right. We'll bring it over to the side here. We'll make the plane bigger. There's our procedural texture. We will go into our camera, do shift tilde, and you can do like FPS mode, and you can see the materials here. I'm just gonna position the camera correctly here. I'm gonna put the sun up in front a little bit. So let's go to the light that is the sun. We'll bring it out. GY. Oops. Bring the sun. GY. And then rotate it RZ. We can rotate wherever the sun's going. You see the orbs on the left. Looking beautiful. Okay. There's our orbs. Okay, let's see. So we got this material here. And let's not do a magic texture. Let's do a let's import a texture. Oh no, you want procedural. You want it to be procedural, so it has to be one of these. So textures, we'll do a Musgrave texture. Musgrave. I don't know if that's what it is. And we'll make it real small there. Actually, this is what we'll do. We will half of this is just setting up the scene, guys. We're gonna make it a floor. We'll put the specular up high, roughness down to 0. I'm gonna add in environment map just so we could see that juicy material there. So let's go to HDRI Haven. Let's figure out which ones we want. Doesn't matter. We'll just do a room. You can see the reflection here. Take off the grids. I should just have it set up this way all the time. There we go. We got our reflection here. This little guy is going to... We should move him up. What is it? 1? No, sorry. We should move them up 1. There it is. There we go. They're both sitting on there. We got our material set up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We will add different materials for this. So this one will be floor. And then we're going to start playing around with different procedural normal maps. We will add floor. We will duplicate it. We'll do sphere. We'll go to here. We'll add the sphere. We would duplicate it. We'll add cube. To make this cube look nicer, I'm gonna add a little bit of bevel. So let me just hit Control B, bevel it. I'm gonna add in a bunch of like little ridges there. There we go. We'll make sure that we have vertex normals auto smooth. Looks good. Okay, we're getting closer. We got the sphere here. We'll make it a different color so we can see what we're doing here. We'll bring up the roughness just a smidge. For this one, we'll keep it there. Maybe we'll make it metallic. There it is. It's a metallic cube. Okay. Okay. So for procedural normal maps, right? All you gotta do is you go to vector and then you do normal map. And I think you could just add it in here. I think it kind of tries to interpolate it. All that just to tell you, like, you could just do a shader. Put the color in there. I'm on the cube. This is not looking the way that's looking, so I may be wrong. Let me do it on the sphere first. So let me erase that. Go to the sphere. Add it. Oh my god, what am I doing? Go here. It's convert. No, it's vector. Is it normal? It's a normal. No, it's not normal. It's bump map, right? We do the bump map. Then we add it to the normals. Then we throw it into the height. And you can see we have like a normal map there. Also, it's on the floor. What am I doing? Copy. Delete. I want it on the sphere. There it is. Normal. There it is. And we got our normal map here. And I think the tip with normal maps here is that it has to be like real subtle. So like you should take the strength down very low. Maybe to like point, whatever, 0.33. There's your, there it is. It's like your normal map is there. You can make the scale even smaller. So now this thing looks like, I don't know, it has like a material on it. You can change to the different textures. And what you're using is the bump map, and that's the important part. So now this thing looks like it has texture, and then what you can do is you can even add, you can even add some different stuff, right? You're like, yeah, that's the stuff. Exactly. So then since you have the map there, procedural texture, you gave a little texture there. You can make another texture, go to color, mix RGB, and then mix these colors together. And just so we can see what these look like, I'm gonna make it a viewer. I did shift, control, and then click. Oh, I forgot to put my screencast keys. There it is. You can see what it looks like here, and we can start mixing these different things. Right now they're the same, so let's make a different size. Let's see if I can do it. And we could do like stuff like subtract. Let's see if this helps. All right, see, so putting it in the mix RGB and putting as the factor in the color, you can hit, subtract, and I thought it could do it by doing it this way. Hold on, is it screen? Yeah, this is not the way I'm thinking. So yeah, put one of the textures in factor and one of them in the color, and then you can really affect and mix and match, right? So let's do like subtract. So you can see I could do something huge like this, right? So look, now I have these small little dots with patches of like white going through them. And then you have the little bumps when you're appearing there, right? So let's see what that looks like in action, just so you can see what that looks like. It's going, it's loading. And now we can really start affecting it here. Huh. I guess it's not doing much. Let's see. Guess it's not as strong as I thought it was going to be. Oh. This is why. There it is. Okay, there it is. So now... By the way, okay, Jules says, by the way, the bump node wants only black and white. Yep. So put the texture through the color ramp if it's colored. Yes. Very good tip. Very good tip, Jules. That's exactly it. So the bump mat only wants black and white. And look, now you have like these spots when you mix the different textures together where it gives it even some more variety, right? You know, and you can see it, and we can move it right here. Look, watch. See, we can make it real big. Some of it has bigger, and it adds like so much more dimension to it. Let's put on a different texture, like a wave texture, to make it look weird. Let it load, let it load, let it load. Or RGB to black and white, yes. And seeing with this wave texture, obviously, as the waves going through it, and you can have like, I don't know, a ball that's like, this looks like a doggy toy, right? Like, you can make it real intense. There you go, scatters of light. And we have a little doggy toy going on, right? So yeah, so this is one way of adding in and like some procedural textures and adding some stuff in there. Another thing is that you could do it before, right? You can mess with the vectors, and when you mess with the vectors, you're actually. Did you ever make a procedural wood texture? I have not, because I've not needed a procedural wood texture, so I guess I never do it. I'm usually in the sci-fi realm, so I don't I don't do a lot of organic materials. That's why I was like trying to make a force field today. Okay. So you can mess. So cool. So you know this. This is pretty much it. You mix and match, and you can keep mixing. Keep mixing all those textures. Mix and match textures. You can change it into a brick texture. You can see that it adds, you know, a whole different effect to it. You know, these orbs, give it some random stuff or whatever, right? But you can also mess with it beforehand. So let's just do this. Let's go and put the Musgrave texture in. So right now it's super intense. We're gonna lower it so it's just slight enough where it's giving that nice cool look, right? So what we could do is we can, let's see, before I start talking, let me set it up. I'm gonna add a Musgrave texture. Put it in. And I'm just gonna add some different textures on here. Magic texture. Right. And then I'm going to do a vector. What is it? Converter vector math? Let's see if this is the way I do it. And definitely it wants a vector, but we're just going to shove in just whatever in here, right? And we're going to see what this does. All right, so we can't see what it's doing, so I'm going to put a viewer node to be able to see what's happening here. And let's just mess with this a little bit more. Right now, you can't tell maybe the compression on YouTube, but there is like some stuff happening here. So we're going to erase that. Let's do just regular math. And you could probably do a mix RGB as well. Oh my god. See, now it's not working. This is how I make my other shaders, guys. I mix it and go through the vector. But is it color? Let's see. Let's see if it's different. I think they do the same thing, right? It's always what I think it does. Let's see. Alright. Let's erase this. There we go. Okay, my numbers were all wrong. So you could do like some weird effects like this. And we'll make this like super huge. All right, there we go. And we're just mixing with that. Add some detail on there. We can add some distortion. And I usually do this stuff for like sci-fi stuff. That's why this looks really weird. So let's see what this looks like now with just a material on it. Using it as a bump map. There we go. So this is how you can start making, like you were saying, the wood texture. This is like the beginnings of it, right? And it kind of gives it like this weird look. So you could do it by mixing the colors, right? And then putting it into the vector of a texture, or you could just mix textures together and put it into the bump map. The difference is that when you're mixing two textures and adding it to the bump map, all you're doing is subtracting or adding or dividing the color values. That's all you're changing, right? But when you do it with the vector, right, you're actually shifting pixels around for where the material should show. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's what's happening. Like, this is just adding in one texture over the other, while doing it into a vector makes it it shifts the pixels around. I don't know if that makes sense, guys, but that's what's happening. You don't need to know what it is. Just know that you can play with it before or after, and then you have the textures like that, right? And I don't know, it's pretty easy to make stuff. Like, if you could just switch it, put it to brick. Let's see what that looks like. You can start seeing these lines in here. Maybe we could flip these around. Maybe we can hit subtract instead. It's very subtle on this one, actually. Let's see what this looks like. All right, cool. We'll put a color ramp in between. Let's make this a stream. All right, we're just shifting how much we're going through, right? There we go. Then we can even add a mapping node, right? At the end of this vector. This is how you create the stuff. And you can make this pretty extreme. Why? Oh, sorry. It doesn't have to be a color. It should just be black or white. Anyway. Thanks a lot, by the way. Nice. Have you ever made procedural wood texture? Nice. Thanks, by the way. Nodes still feel pretty alien to me, but I would say I learned a lot just in the past couple months. And that's what really is important. You got to learn little by little. This is like a pool, man. And, well, Blender's like an ocean. So you got to learn how to swim. And you don't learn how to swim by just jumping in the deep end. So yeah, so that's basically how you get some procedural normal maps for your textures. There's 4 of you out there watching. If you guys have any questions, just like Jiraj, please ask. And then we'll go through it. We'll go through it together. I want this to be helpful. I could sit here and doodle and do the stuff I want to do, but I'd rather be rather be helpful, guys. So if you guys have any questions, I would love to get it to a level where I can think in nodes logic good enough to deliberate in building shaders. Yes. It takes a bit. You have to do some, like, you know, a lot of trial and error to see what things do and stuff, but they're a lot of fun. I think you should do some, be deliberate, yeah. To do some research on it. Okay. So let's go back. Of course, anybody ask questions, but let's go back to the force field now that I got a refresher here. And we're going to start doing something here. We're going to get the rain ripple. We're going to select hierarchy, delete hierarchy. We're going to go. We're going to add it. We're going to go to the Z. We're going to go to render. And since you were talking about normal maps and stuff, I will be Oh, there may be a question coming. Sometimes it loads on a different place. DCC, oh my god. Now I can write. Didn't have the channel set up. Oops. Have to say I'm your fan. Greetings from Mexico. DGC. Greetings from Massachusetts. Thank you. Thank you, DGC, for being a fan. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I appreciate the support. DGC, if you have any questions on something you want to know in Blender, please ask. If you need any help on stuff specific, I can help you with specific problems. Okay, so now that you were talking about normal maps, Jiraj, I'm going to add it to the force field. Why not, right? So we got this force field going. We don't need any of this. Let's just move this to the side. Get our force field here. You've helped me a lot with all your energy tutorials. Nice. I guess I should make more of them. Since they're so helpful. I will make more. I will. Okay, so we have this force field here. Thought 3D was only modeling, but thanks to you, I'm getting into FX. Oh, wow. Nice. Good, good. 3D is a lot more than just modeling. There's effects and environments and modeling, of course, and materials, lighting even. You could just light stuff. You could just get scenes and you can just get really good at lighting. Optimization if you're into that technical stuff. 3D effects, is that right? Yes, 3D effects. But you know, like when you go for like a job and stuff, like the job postings for video games, they call them VFX. Like VFX, visual effects. And visual effects, VFX, can be for live action, which for movies, or for like games like Magic and the stuff that you're doing here and the energy tutorial and all that stuff. Yeah, I tried sculpting. I suck at it, but needed a base model to draw on. Yes, yes. All right, let's see if we can add in some interesting looks here. Inspired by techniques Sophie Jantak showed in her vids. Oh yeah, Sophie's great. Sophie's great. I like her brush packs, her ink brush packs. We'll send you a screenshot on Discord. I'd love to see it. Okay. What was I doing? Let's add in a texture. Let's add in a texture. What was I doing? Texture, texture, texture. Musgrave. And then a bump map. Vector. Bump map. Bump, 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 bump. And let's add it to this glossy normal. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. It's a little strong. Let's put some detail in there. And let's do Control T, add a map here. And we can move this. Let's see. All right, let's do it on the reflection level. I think sometimes reflection looks better here. Let's see if that looks good. Yeah, it looks all wavy and stuff. Let's do object level. See if that looks any good. cool. All right, so this is what I was saying, right? So we have this texture here, and we're gonna duplicate this, and we're gonna mix it, right? We're gonna do vector convert math, and we're gonna add these puppies together. Add, and then we're just gonna play around. Like, interesting line here. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. So I have to do this, and then I do this. I add this. There we go. Now we have two vectors going. Now we're getting the butt map. And we will change this to like wave. Let's make this wave like that. Let's put this at the right place. And we'll do this on the Z. And then we'll move this upwards. I can't even see it anymore. There it is. It's very subtle. There it is. Oh man, it's like too fast. All right, let's make this bigger here. And let's add a ramp. This is all this stuff. It looks like it gets complicated, but honestly, like you just add in every little thing that you learn, and it ends up making a building. Oh man, it's so subtle in there. Can we do a clamp? Generated. So I guess you would probably use normal maps for water effects as well. Yes. If you're doing like water and stuff like that, you can obviously use a texture and that repeats and stuff, but water would be that too. Let's actually let's see if we can make some quick water right now. Real fast. Because the force field's fun. But I think I need to work on this on my own. And not on a performance stage here. Because there's a lot of tweaking here that it's just could be tedious here. Like just even this, it's like glowing and stuff. Like what if we added this instead of to the layer weight? What if we added it to the glowing part? So let's do that, and then we'll try a hand at some quick water. Blender has some pretty good tools for that too. So math, converted math. There we go. We'll take this off. Well, that looks kind of cool. So let's see what we can do with this. Yeah, you see, this is already like kind of looking interesting, right? And if we were just to put it like this, and then we do like a phase offset. All right, so what's ugly to me is the second material, which is up here, but we will change that, right? We can change that to like be super small or super large. Let's see how big it gets. I think it looks okay. I think that color is like what's throwing me off here. Okay, cool. Okay, now we could do a phase here. right? And I think the color is throwing me off because it's controlled by this. Okay. So we have a glossy in there. So we're going to skip the glossy for now. And we're going to do this emissions. Yeah, we could change it to any color. Let's do a pink one. And we're gonna move that. You see, and this can like loop pretty easily, so it's like going through zoom, 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 zoom.
Struggle as artists.
So that's pretty cool.
Appeasing the crowd.
Yo, I can't get away from the cotton candy. Pink,
Tending to the broken
blue.
parts inside of ourselves.
The only thing I don't like, see this orb right here? You can't see it, but it's like right
Things
there, man.
expression of this
I
struggle
think, you know, that obviously has to do with
to study our perception of self.
this material. So let's change this to like
Ben Way
multifractal.
isn't necessarily a thing you achieve. Rather, it is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
What is affecting this? Hold on. Is it really this? Oh, it is. Let's flip this. So that's cool. Okay, so let's undo this. Let's go back to FBM here. And then when I phase through this, that looks kind of weird. Right, and then we can go through. Right, so let's not do that. Let's go through. Let's do it so it's bright right there. Okay, so let's make it real small. And actually, let's make this into like a wave. So let's go wave, Shift S, texture, wave. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, this is like looking cool, looking like sci-fi. Okay, so if I go through the phase now. So this is an interesting, you know, look, right? We can even add some distortion in here, but if we keep it straight, kind of looks cool. Let's do it from the Z axis. And let's, is this rotated correctly? Okay, cool. So then we can do like that. There we go. Right. This looks kind of like a hologram. All right, let's see if we do the scale up. There we go. We got some better lines, some more definition. That's good. We'll change this. I like it. What if we change it from bands to rings? See what that looks like. This just looks like a normal thing there. There you go. Let's put the let's add in a value. So input value, and I'm gonna hit the # frame. So that's just gonna put the frame number in there. We'll put that into phase. And it's going way too fast. So let's add in a math converter math. We'll divide it. And then we'll make it a negative. So in the frame, just add in a negative in the front, so it can go the other way. Cool. go. We can add some distortion to it, but you know, I think it looks kind of cool this way. All right, and that's all being affected there. What if we now added the glossy to it? Let's see what this looks like. Cool, we can add in a different color here, right? Look at that. We can put some my signature colors, my like blue color there. We will. It looks green though. There we go. Maybe we can do the same for here. No, that's silly. Okay. All right. And we can add in a color ramp to the color, so maybe it's not one color. Color ramp. I hit Control C over the color and then go into the block, go Control V. We can paste it in there. And we'll change this to blue. We'll shove it in there. All right, so it's not coloring the way that I want it to. So I'm going to hit Control T, erase this image here. Get it down, bring it in. All right, let's see. We're going to do object here. There we go. There we go. We can have like a two-tone color here, huh? There we go. All right. I got distracted. What was I doing? Let's see. Somebody asked me something. I guess you could probably do normal maps with the water effect in it. Let's see what that looks like. So let's do something quick here. Let's use the tools to make an ocean and then use that. Let's see how much I can slow down my machine. So let me move this object into another collection. We'll call it collection 5. And then we will I think hit F3. Is there an ocean, wave, water? I thought that was like a quick setting for this. Fluid, sea. It's not ocean, is it? Did I type that already? Okay. We're gonna do it the other way. Okay, so we're just gonna put a modifier on our orb already, and the modifier is, and we'll take off this modifier here. So delete this. Take away the particle system. Take away dynamic paint. And take off the mask. Generate. I thought there was like a generate ocean thing here. Am I wrong? Is it here? Did they take it out? There used to be one, right? Generate. Edge split, blah 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 blah, multi-res, screws, skin, subsurface, volume to mesh, weld, wireframe. Oh, it's over here. It's under physics, guys. I am blind. So we got close, collisions, dynamic paint, explode, fluid, DGC, just in time. Yes, on the right side. Let's do some ocean. See what this looks like. So that's interesting. Let's put on a normal material before we start messing it with this material. Let's just make a new material. We'll call it ocean. We will make sure that our sun, or is it the outside world? Put it at 0.3. We'll take off bloom for right now. We'll add an ambient inclusion. We will go into our modifiers. And let's just play with this. So we'll keep it at 1Y, 1 blah blah blah, resolution, time. We'll do some generate normals, waves. Look at that. So fast. Shade smooth. Looking good. Some small waves there. All right, do these... Wait, does this animate? Hold on. Spatial time. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. Whee! Whee! If I put frame, would that even work? Because it'll just be integers. That's like super slow. Divided by 100. There it is. Alright, let's do it a little faster. Divided by 50. Alright, great. Getting some ocean waves. It's a little big, so let's do it like this. Alright. For right now, let's add just make it let's make it blue. The ocean is blue, I guess. For the roughness, make it super reflective. Okay, we got the waves here going. The light. Let me add in, make it 1 here. This is so bright. All right, I'm not gonna use environment light. Let me just use a sun lamp. I just want to be able to see this correctly. We'll take it to an angle. Okay, we're getting closer. We'll bring up the lamp brightness. There we go. I'm gonna bring in metallic. Okay. Specular. I'm gonna bring the roughness pretty low. Right. And we'll do a clear coat. George is like, blender good. Okay. Getting some waves in here. Alright, let's see if we can continue doing the modifier. We do choppiness. If you do too much choppiness, it's like pretty intense there. Alright, let's bring down the choppiness then. There's our waves. Wind velocity. I don't even know what that does. Slow. Alignment. Ah, this is like making beach waves here. Because they go to one direction. Look at that. Okay. Cool. We got the wave. For foam. I think this is like particles. Spray. Spectrum. Turbulent ocean. Shallow waters. Oh, look at that. Look at all these settings. Jiraj, just tried the normal map on my project on wall, and while I love how it looks, I felt like it's a bit too detailed and realistic compared to how cartoony stuff and it becomes uncanny. So unfortunately, it is a no-go. But no-go, but never mind. No problem. It's good that you tried it though. You can probably make some procedural stuff to make it to fit in the cartoon, you know, but I know exactly that feeling that you're doing there. All right, we got shallow waters here. Let's see what else we got. All right, established ocean. Look at that. It looks insane. For the resolution, right? I think we can make it bigger. So let's make it a little bigger there. Change the depth. All right, we can obviously repeat it a couple times. See how big we can make it. Oh man, that thing's huge. That specular is way too strong. Maybe we made that way too big. Let's do 3x3. Oh, my thing is screwing up. So let's do view, clip, and 5, 1, 2, 3. There it is. Yeah, probably. But I'm not gonna. I would spend way too much time trying to make it work. Yes. Gotta make what's important important. All right, let's change these. Turbulent ocean. It's interesting how it repeats so perfectly. Let's make this a little faster. Let's do 25. All right, we're gonna go back to was it established ocean? Established ocean. And we're not going to repeat it. Let's repeat it once. But let's put that resolution up higher. $10. Looking gross. All right, let's put it bigger. I wonder if it's like slowing down my PC here. The way's big. All right, I think this is the water. I think it's just moving too fast. So let's go back to maybe 40. All right, let's just mess with materials. So we'll go to Forcefield. This looks insane. Oh, my camera can't even see it. So make sure that your camera can see it. So let's select the camera under utilities, camera, and then do the clipping. I'm going to do it to 3000. There we go. Look at that. The thing is huge. All right, let's just give it its own material. We'll go to ocean. Let's see if we can make something work. What if we made? What if we did some basic stuff, huh? What if we did shader, diffuse, shader, glossy? Honestly, you could just use the principle or whatever. BSDF. But I'm just testing out some stuff here. we go. We'll make our sun less bright. All right. Maybe we'll put a Fresnel on this, huh? Fresnel. There you go. Make this blue. Then what we can do is, what if we added glass? I hate using the glass shader. It takes so much stuff. It takes so much computer power. So we're gonna put the glass in with the diffuse. I'm just curious what it looks like. What if we made the glass? It doesn't do much. What if we do the glass with transparent? Make sure your settings are set for that. Alpha blend, alpha hash. Let's add in a mesh. There we go, guys. Check out, if you guys want to make any sort of water, definitely check out the modifier Ocean. Throw some in if you need some quick water. You know, it looks pretty decent. Obviously, you can make this way better. I just did some like quick stuff here. All right. All right. Let's take this off. Put our force field. Where's my force field? It's gone. Oh, that's why. Force field. All right, guys. Been streaming for about 2 hours, 46 minutes. Getting tired. Getting hungry. Does anybody have any questions out there? I'm going to be making some more shaders, more shader packs. I'll probably have them out in a couple weeks. Still in the process of moving and stuff. My stuff. But I'm going to be making force fields and different anime sort of effects. Especially for you, DGC, since you like it so much, we'll be making some more, you know. And I hope that helps you out, and they're a lot of fun to make. So I'll be making some in a couple weeks. Before I go, please, you know, let me know. You guys have any questions? I got a poll here. What about which is better, dogs or cats? You know, we'll start a fight here. Ask the community. I don't know how this poll thing works. Did it send? Here you go. There's the poll. Which is better, dogs or cats? Dun 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 dun. 67% dogs. This poll thing's funny. I'm gonna vote myself. I'm gonna skew the odds. Evelyn says cat dog. Too bad I didn't put that in. All right, thank you guys for your 3 votes out there for cats or dogs. Okay. All right, we're gonna end the poll. Thank you guys. All right. Let me go to... Oh, there it is. Which is better? 3 whole votes. Thank you. Thank the 3 of you for voting. Okay. Let's save this. Gotta continue working on this. Make a force field. Let me go to my exit screen here. Exit screen. There it is. Though I didn't vote. Okay, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out and being here. I appreciate. Oh, I didn't go to my exit screen. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad it's a tie. Cat and dog. Cats are way better, guys. I'm just kidding. They're both great animals. They're your friends. They're just friends with you in different ways. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Basically kind of hanging out, doing some effects. I'm going to be making some different shader packs. Check out my description for different shaders I've already created. I'm going to be making Forcefield next, but a more customizable one. It's kind of hard to do on stream because a lot of making some of these live, it's just me sitting here brooding and tearing out my hair and being upset that I can't figure it out. So... You know, there's that. I'll be making some tutorials in the upcoming weeks now that my time is becoming more free. But thanks for the 5 of you joining me. I'll scroll through my I'll scroll through my list here. Thank you, Jiraj, Evelyn, DGC, I believe Jim P Animations, Jules here. I think Skills, Susan, of course, Suyu, Kabadita. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, a wonderful everything. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care, guys. See you soon.